Yeah. Hi, everyone. We're live. How are you, Nancy?
I am very good, thank you. It has been a great week, great month.
Yeah, obviously we're actually going to talk about what we've accomplished this year, and obviously I know Andrea is going to say that she's accomplished by annoying me, but yeah. So I don't know, but welcome back, Richard. I know you was a guest last week, and we had a blast. We're just going to explore it again tonight. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. And like one of my best friends says, I'm doing better than I deserve. So thank you for having me today. I can't wait to hang out with you guys. I'm so blessed.
That's brilliant. I know Andrea Evans is not going to be with us tonight. So we've got Nick stepping in. How are you, Nick?
Yep, good, great, Adam. Good to be here again. Good to see you guys. So yeah, all good.
Brilliant. And we've got Scrooge herself, Andrea. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not talking. Hello, everyone. Welcome. How are you doing? Welcome to be here.
Yeah, she's going to shout at me after. I know she is. But yeah, we're going to talk about the creation of evolution with a new resolution, where that name is from Andrea herself. So we're going to hit the video intro, and then we're just going to go with the flow. So anyone that's tuned in on YouTube, please share this everywhere, because I'm unable to, because I'm on a Facebook ban still. So, yeah. So we'll see you in 30 seconds. And we are back. How are you? Hi, Andrea.
Oh.
Hello, Adam. Hello, Wyatt.
I feel so met him.
The one that's Steven.
Oh,
hang on a minute. I've got someone in the green room. Yes, Annette.
Hi.
Annette is here.
Hi. Annette, you're festive. Thank you. Nancy, you're festive. Thank you. Wyatt, you're festive. Thank you.
You're going to have to find my group chat now, please. Or give me anything.
If I can find something.
Yeah,
Welcome,
no,
ladies
do you know
and
what I
gentlemen,
actually
how are you
asked
doing?
Kerry to do earlier? No, do not actually ask Kerry to do earlier. Because of my beard, I actually asked her to attach little baubles to my beard. She tried, failed.
Oh,
Too short.
Yeah.
yeah. Hi, Nick.
Hey,
Too short, yeah.
I don't think I was introduced to Andrea or Richard before.
Yeah. How are you, Annette?
Good. I just came back from New Lowell. I'm back in Barrie now.
Oh, no, I'm crashing again. What are you throwing at me? Yeah. Right, so Annette, we've got... I don't know if... Am I crashing?
Are you what?
Am I crashing again?
No, he's not crashing.
No.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
I'm not Scrooge.
I don't know. Hi, Kerry. Yeah. Right, so yeah, Andrea, would you like to kickstart to why you chose this title?
Sure, why not? Well, put me on the spot. It's quite all right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we had put this title on because the creation of evolution with a new resolution. Now, that doesn't mean at the end of the year, we bank all our dreams, aspirations for the end of the day. We are looking forward to make milestones. We are looking forward to make impact and influence. Every day, we have a creation with an evolution. And so, what I want you to do right now is realize that every single second you have a choice. You have a choice to empower. You have a choice to influence. You have a choice of impact. But most importantly, you have a choice to be proactive or inactive. And with that choice, you can make a new resolution, whether it's December 31st, January 1st, or December 15th. And you have made the choice today to be here with us amongst the panel, amongst the light workers, the energy beings, to have influence and impact to create a new revolution. Allow yourself to be bold and brave, to empower and embody all connections, to find the better version of you. Now that I see Adam has dismissed, I would love to turn it to, we are going to pass it to Nick, who is a gentleman and I'm happy to have here. It's our first meeting. Your thoughts on the creation of evolution with a new resolution. And I just kindly ask for housekeeping rules. Just put mute so we can hear and respect our fellow panelists. Go ahead, Nick.
Thank you, Andrea. Yeah, great introduction. Yeah, I think, as I was saying, if you're not moving forwards, moving backwards, and I think it's sort of human nature to try and obviously improve ourselves and move forward and progress and improve ourselves. And I think that, talking about the influence, I think, I've often say, we all need to be influencers, and if we can all be a positive influence on other people, then we can all contribute to making the world a better place. Because I think, actually, it's a small number of people that hold the influence, but we all can contribute and play a part in influencing by sharing our own personal powerful messages and our stories, and I think inspiring and influencing others is such a massive thing to do. But yeah, no, I agree. Resolution just for this time of year is always like, how can we move forward? How can we challenge ourselves, set targets, and what are our goals? How can we move forward our lives and improve our own lives, but influence others to help them improve theirs? So yeah, very much resonates what you say.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Nick, for sharing. Annette, my friend, I would love for you to shine your spotlight on things. Welcome back, Adam.
Geez, evolution of resolution. I have had a full year of evolution, so going into 2024 is going to be powerful because I love manifesting stuff, and resolutions are part of that. It's part of my thinking is I need to resolve some of the stuff from that's continually coming up from the past because of my post-traumatic stress disorder. So that helps me evolve. And usually when I have guests on, I always talk about evolving. And I've been doing Mind Spring. I've come across that. And into the new year, I'm going to have a whole bunch of certificates that I've completed, all of these mental health seminars, webinars that are going to increase my knowledge to share on the shows. And I think part of my resolutions is to keep growing as a person, keep helping others, hopefully, grow the Mental Health Warriors. I put it on everything I do. And, I find that there's such a need, a need for us to be speaking and making all these shows. And I'm so grateful that you guys have come up with this great topic. And more can I say? I think this year is going to be all about gratitude. So my resolution, I think, is to keep up my resolve, keep up working on bringing forth gratitude into everything so that we can help others.
Excellent. Then we will next go to Richard. Richard, next on board as Adam is getting prepared.
What's up, peeps? How's everybody doing, guys? I'm so grateful to be here. Guys, be prepared for the new year, new me bullshit. It's all coming down the line. Everybody's going to start saying, I'm going to be doing this and I'm going to be doing that. Well, why don't you do that the first thing you wake up in the morning every single day? We all have the same 1,440 minutes. So instead of going year by year, why don't we do it day by day? And for me, when I wake up every morning, I wake up with gratitude. I go to bed with gratitude. But I wake up with 2 words in mind every morning: intention and attention. So those are the 2 things I focus on all day long. So if you do that day after day, eventually you're going to make it a year. So guys, don't wait till January 1st. Start the minute you're watching this. Start your change today. You don't have to wait till January. You can make the change today. And it's all like Andrea says, we all have the decision. We all have that opportunity to make that decision. So you don't have to wait till January. You can do it today.
Go ahead, Adam. Okay, technical difficulties.
All right.
Keep going.
Oh, so I had to go and get my phone. But yeah, what a year it's been. We've had some ups, we've had some downs, we've had really shit times. But it's all about how you progress in life, how you move forward, how you reflect on who you are. 2023, yes, it's been shit. But will 2024 be the same? Yes, but only if you freaking let it. If you got ego people in your life, shut them down. Get rid of them because they do not value you. Value yourself first. That is it. And as Richard says, I cannot echo that enough. He's bang on the money. And obviously that's the only person I could actually hear because of my tech issues. Again, my apologies for that, which Andrea's going to probably laugh at me about that, which wherever she's gone. But it's all about what energy you bring to the surface. And whatever you have to do in life, don't wait till 2024. Don't wait till 1st of January, midnight, to say, how are you to someone. Do it now. Do it now. It takes 6 seconds to send a text message. It takes 4 seconds to pick up a call to someone. Let's do it.
Absolutely. So I popped out. So let's see my technical concerns. I tell you, this is the test of time. Nancy Nance, let's go, my lady. There's your thoughts, my friend.
Okay, well, I want everyone to take their right hand and reach up and bend at the elbow and pat yourself on the back for all the good that you have done this year. Then I want you to take the calendar and throw it out. Just throw it out. The moments that come matter. What matters most? Make a decision when the moment comes to you. There's so much that you can resolve in each and every moment. There is no time. Time's an illusion. It's something that's created on a calendar so that Hallmark can make a bunch of cards. Take today, take what matters, take what comes along. Because if you put too much on your plate and you start making up goals for an entire year ahead of you, you're going to miss the opportunities in today. One day at a time, my friend. One day at a time. Imagine the future. Imagine the end game. But just focus on today. Makes it a lot easier. Takes the pressure off. You're doing a good job. Just keep on doing more of that. That's it.
Andrea, your turn.
All righty. Well, I want to take a little bit from everybody as I introduce this, and I'm gonna let Adam finish up, and then I'll put my thoughts because Adam, you didn't get to because yeah, you're in jail. So we have Annette looking at it, being grateful and really spotlighting on the good and the polar opposites. We talked about Richard, being in the moment and, you know, really appreciating gratitude attitude. We talk about Nick really looking at ourselves as a reflection to have the launch pad on being the best version of ourselves, as well as Nancy looking at patting yourself on the back and throwing the calendar out. Before I speak, I'm going to pass it to Adam to get his viewpoints on it, even though he did say that this year was S and that next year is going to be S. I have some thoughts on that, but I believe I just want to, you know, we'll let Adam do a little bit more before he pops, you know, or has technical difficulties, and then I'll come back. So go ahead, Adam.
Oh, just braid your hair. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all about just being in the moment, being here and now. Happened in the past, yeah, you can't change it. You can't change what happened 5 minutes ago. And I get it. That could trigger someone, could trigger to people who's got depression, anxiety, whatever. But see that as a lesson, not as a regret. The future, yeah, we've all got goals, we've all got dreams, but don't focus too much on it, because that could be a trigger as well, and that could trigger your what ifs this, what if that, what if I fail, what if I can't do this, what if I can't do that. You'll come up with all sorts of excuses to not let that happen. Focus on here and now. Reflect, self-reflect, because it's all about taking it one step at a time. And that's what it is. Here and now.
Excellently. Well said. Well said. Well said. So yeah, so that's what we're looking about. Now, what the common thread that I understood from each speaker here, each attendee, is kind of, I want you to shift your mindset. I want to shift the creation to positive. Because if we look at every day, if we look at 2023 as a positive, that's what we pour out. Remember, we're energy beings. We can either deflect or reflect. And so it's a matter of looking at the losses and making them lessons, looking at the tragedies, bringing them the triumphs, and looking at anything bad that has happened into good. We talked about how, you know, we joked at the beginning of the segment, me being Scrooge because I didn't dress up. But every time we place judgment on someone or something, we're feeding into the negativity. Who's judging you? No one. Who's critiquing you? No one of significance. How you see yourself in the reflection, how you see yourself in the world is what you're going to emulate to others. Be infectious with unconditional love, abundance, perseverance, passion, and purity, and not toxic with gossip, hate, negativity, and turmoil, because what you give out is what you will receive. And as we are closing this year, sure, everybody's had their downfalls, but they say the greats of the greats, energy goes where focus flows. And so we must take this time, this moment, and look at all of the positive in the world. The negatives, they've already happened. They've already existed. And as my coach, Les Brown, says, are you going through it or are you growing through it? If you've had heartaches, make the heartaches allow you to go forward. The naysayers, let them propel you and be the fuel to make you work even harder. But it's patience, perseverance, and passion which allows you to progress towards success. Because if we do it now, procrastinate later. If we do it now, we're living in the moment. If we do it now, you and your choices and your impact and your words may just save a life. Back to you, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what it is. And I actually shared a post about mindset and situations the other day. And it basically said the mindset never changes a shitty situation. It doesn't. But a positive mindset changes you and the ability to deal with that shitty situation. And that's what it is. You have two choices when you wake up. You either wake up positive or you wake up negative. And that impacts your day. And that's what it is. We've had, like today, we've had Kerry and the kids being negative. I remained positive because it's all about rising above that negativity. Because the negative, it doesn't solve anything, it doesn't achieve anything. It's just going to bring you down to those depressive states, to those labels. That's what it is. It's going to bring you to those labels. But if you're positive and you remain positive, you're going to get somewhere in life. And those shitty times will start to dim away. That's what they will. So, what do you think, Nancy?
I like the word and. And is something that I've been using much more. We will have both expansive, good experiences, and we'll have challenges and obstacles.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of life. There's so much beauty in just seeing what is happening in your life, pinpointing where it is that you can make change, and then creating deliberate intentions to do that. What can you do today to create change in your life? Who is it that you resonate with? What person's teachings? What person's philosophies? Who do you look at and go, wow, I want to be more like that? Because when you look at that person, you're seeing a reflection of you. And you're also seeing a reflection of you in the people that show up to challenge you. We've all been that person. We've all been the naysayer. We've all been the narcissist. We've all been the empath. We've been many of those things. So to hold space in situations and be observant is great. Then decide what you can do to change. Change is the constant and the possible. Find that space in between so that you can go with the flow. If you go in the flow, you can manifest anything in your life. All healing is possible. We're all heroes on a journey. Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Dream big. Like, I mean, really big. That's what I see.
Yeah. Absolutely. Who's next? Nick?
Yeah, I think you're right, Adam, that, life is, if you ask most people who work, they'll all moan about their job. Life is stressful and will always be challenging, stressful. But I think we have to be aware in life that what we do has a ripple effect. So, if we're stressed, we don't realise that actually that could affect our partner or affect someone we have contact with. Our stress can get passed on, down the line almost. And the same if we pass on joy. So, for example, if we compliment someone, or friendly someone in a shop, and that makes their day, and then they in a good mood, and then friendly to the next customer, and it passes on. And I think whatever we do in life, we have a ripple effect without realizing it. And so yes, life is always going to be stressful and hard, and being aware of that, accepting that. But how can we have a positive ripple effect rather than sort of a negative one? Because everything we do, it doesn't just affect us; it'll like a domino effect. It'll affect other people. And I think the smallest thing can make a difference. And I think literally, someone I heard this phrase that compliments cost nothing. And I think literally, like, complimenting someone can really make their day. Just a simple compliment, and then that person, if they're in a good mood because you're complimenting, like I say, they can then positively affect someone else's day. So let's let's start the ripple, passing along by, just a small thing can make a difference.
Absolutely. Yeah. Annette?
I love everything you guys are talking about. Every intention, the power behind your words just resonates with me so deeply. The past is in the past. You can't change it. The future is undetermined. Nancy's analogy of time is absolutely bang on. We only have the present moment. However, with our, stress factors or triggers, whatever the case may be, we tend to vacillate back and forth between past and future. It's inevitable. But the only place to change anything is in the present. And, when called upon, when there's that person reaching out to you, you have a choice in that moment. You have a choice to be that positive influence and give them your life experience like we do. And I feel so blessed that this year, it was a really difficult year because I lost somebody to their mental illness. But it also helped me grow as a person to realize what was in my control and what wasn't. And the intention and my attention could have went all skewed to negativity, but I heard the most amazing things this year from strangers that kept me present to focus on the positive. And I started working again on myself like I hadn't done in years. And it kind of, that ripple effect, like we all talk about, goes out there. You're working on yourself. It's amazing how many people see you doing that and they start doing it too, right? So if you're sitting complacent and not doing anything to make yourself a better feeling better, make your mental health better, make your spiritual health better, make your physical health better, then we are part of the problem. But I choose, and I hope that when our messages get out there through our podcast, that people say, hey, they've been where I've been. I want to have what they have. I want to have that positivity. I want to feel the way these people express themselves, that their lives are, yeah, at times, shit. But bad things happen to all the time. But it's like,
yeah,
what are you going to take from that experience, right? And I choose to always listen to the positive side of it. And then when there's something challenging, I can look at it again and read my signs I have all over the room. I don't chase, I attract. Choose happy. All these small things, so that first thing when I wake in the morning, like you guys were saying, what do I choose? And I choose to be happy.
Richard?
I love this conversation. And guys, if you're watching this, we are living in the best time in history. I believe we're living in the best of days. That's me. But I also, and as I'm writing notes as we're talking, I also want to point out that every person that's watching this has been born with something. It's a roadmap to success. Everybody has been born with something called the reticular activating system in their brain, that whatever you look for, you're going to find. If you're looking for failure, if you're looking for sickness, you're going to find it. If you're looking for health, if you're looking for wealth, if you're looking for success, you're going to find it. And I love what you're talking about, the young lady that just got done talking. Something that I used to have post-traumatic stress, but now I have post-traumatic growth. So whatever happened to me, it happened for me. And now I'm using it as my message instead of my mess. So a lot of times, if a lot of bad things have happened this year, don't look at it as it happened to you. It happened for you. And what are you going to do with what you are learned? Because everybody in your life is either a mess or a lesson. It's going to be one of the two. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. And I just wanted to say, we choose, like you guys are talking about, to either have a good day or a bad day. And there's 8 billion people in this world. Just because somebody around you had a bad day, so you can enjoy your life, your happiness is not dependent on another person. Your happiness is dependent on how you wake up in the morning with gratitude and say, yes, today is going to be awesome. I'm going to have a great day, God. I don't know what you got planned, but I'm pumped and I'm ready. So guys, if you want to be happy, it's up to you. It's all an inside job.
Yes, absolutely. Go on, Andrea. Give us your thoughts.
No, absolutely. Everybody has valid points. And I want us to really kind of clarify on our perspectives of things that I'd like to say that the world is full of opportunity that are polar. What do I mean by that? It could be an experience that is beneficial or not beneficial. Because again, like I've mentioned before, words are spells. It's how you use it. And to piggyback off what Richard says, I'm going in this mindset. I've lived this mindset. This is how I've been. Make your mess your success to eliminate the stress. What does that mean? Make your mess. You made a mistake. What did you learn from it? You have the situation with the relationship that didn't go well. What did you learn from it? Make your mess your success. Each and every one of us on this panel, on these shows, in this world, has gone through something. But use that as leverage, as knowledge, as wisdom, as someone who has been successful. Because when you take your mess, you fine-tune it, you assess it, and you go through it, allow yourself to feel, which helps you to heal. That's when your mess becomes success. When I went through life, I was going through difficult times of understanding, comprehension, fitting in, the whole victim abuse, bullying conditions. But I turned that mess into my success because I've been there. I've done that. I've learned that. And I'm still learning that every single day. So be careful with your vocabulary. Be careful with what you are spreading. Be careful with your thoughts, because regardless the universe, source, and in the way the world works, thoughts become things. You want to have a denial, you want to have a debate, test it out. Faith untested can't be trusted is a good friend of mine that had said something to me. So I'm telling you, look at the life now through a clearer lens, because in 2020, the veil has been unlifted, and now it's your time to step forward. Back to you, Adam.
You mean 2024, Andrea, not 2020?
No, I mean 2020. That's when everything changed for everyone. They either lost their jobs, they lost their financial stability. The predators and preys were living with their abusers, and the victims were living with their abusers. 2020 was a year of clarity. Are you going to make it? Are you faking it? Are you going to take it? So take your mess and turn it into success. Excuses sound best to those who create them. I've been through this. Woe is me. Woe is me. This happened to me. Okay, you're still here. A lot of people can't say that right now.
No, absolutely
not. Go into 2024, open that door, and make your mess a success. Go ahead, Adam. Piggyback.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I want to piggyback on that, Andrew, because you've hit the nail on the head here. And this actually prompted me to share a post. And it's about, for those, obviously, we're all going to attract some sort of drama in our life, but it's how you respond to that drama. And this is what I put for those that have doubts about yourself with negative people. Remember this, and I'm just going to be blunt. How to stop giving a fuck. Always remember, you are 1 out of 4 billion people. Stop reacting to unnecessary drama. People don't give a fuck about you like that. They have their own issues. Let them go if they want you apart from their drama, because they don't value you. And it's all about you valuing yourself to grow from it. Use it as leverage to give yourself that opportunity of growth. Because there are people out there that want to bring you down. So it's back to choice. Are you going to let them, or are you going to rise above it and move forward? And that even includes kicking family or friends out your life. Do it. I've done that. And now look at me. Andrea, back to you.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes, it's a choice. So I want everybody to, as we step into the second segment of this platform, we talked about the creation of evolution, manifestation, words or spells, mindset is key, eliminating the drama, stepping away from everything. Now I want to turn the show in this segment to what I created, to a new resolution. What does that mean to you? Does that mean what I call creating your own identity through life's adversities? Does that say, hey, you know what? I want to add this onto my resume. I want to add this person into my life. I want to put this challenge up as a choice. So I want everyone here, and you, the viewers as well, to comment and share. What does a new resolution mean to you? Nick, we'll start with you, my friend.
Oh, well, I think knowing your why in life, you hear this is, it's the most important thing. Why do you do what you do? It's that why should be the passion that drives you to, in the decisions you make and the goals you set in your dream. And I think with my and sometimes in life, and I've been there myself and done this, perhaps I've, made, not being clear on my why. And I think, I'm starting, I thought I've done things for a certain reason, but actually, not really made the right decisions. And I think at the moment, for me, the resolution is getting back in touch with what's really important to me in life. What's my why, for me, it's definitely I've got, it's family and my son and that's, get in touch with what's the most important thing in my life. What's the why do I do things? What's the what drives me forward, and what's, and that's for me, that's a resolution for me. It's getting back to what's important. And it's easy to get distracted, I think, sometimes in life with what's not important things. We're bombarded. I think I get this great saying, we used to fear the weapons of mass destruction, but now it's weapons of mass distraction. And I think we're bombarded with like distractions in life, and a lot of the time the distractions aren't really important, but and it's easy to lose track of what's really important in life and what's sort of why, so that's for me, that's my resolution.
All right, excellent. Next, we're going to shift gears. Let's go, Annette. Let's get your thoughts of what a new resolution means to you.
That's a trick question for me. I never set resolutions. For me, a resolution means almost like a should. And for me, the word should is a no-no, because it implies that I must do something. So I always work from a place of determination instead. I'm determined to do this year, kind of attitude I have. If I were to say that I wanted to do a resolution for 2024, it would be to make a huge impact for those that can't afford therapy. Like, I would like the money that comes in from the fundraising I do to find an organization that would support what I do to there's so many people on waiting lists for therapy. It's not funny here in Canada. And it's like my resolution would be that something magical happened. I keep putting the intention out there. I keep putting the words, the desires, and I just want to be able to help those that aren't able to get the help that they're needing, right? So that would be my resolution, for something magical to happen. I know I'm the creator that does these things, God, universe. I am being patient. Patience is a good one for me. Back to you, Andrea.
Absolutely. Yes, patience is key, and giving to those who financially are significantly struggling. And, it's just a matter of finding the right networks, finding the right community to give back your gift of time, because time cannot be wasted or taken for granted. It's only limited, but it's your gift of presence that is the presence to all. So thank you, Annette. Nancy, my dear, to you.
As I continue moving forward in the direction of my dreams, one of the things that I'm enjoying very, very much is helping people hear their hard stops. So we'll say often, I'm never going to do that again. And then we see that someone that said, I'm never going to do that again, do it again. Finding a way to be vulnerable, honest, and kind, and calling someone out. Again, vulnerable, honest, and kind. So when you hear that person who is often sarcastic, my life is terrible, I keep on getting the same terrible, asking them to pause, decide what they want, and helping them understand how they can achieve that by telling them of all the tremendous things that they've already achieved in their lives. When we go through our trauma ladder, when we write down the PTSD situation, the drug addiction situation, whatever it is, in between each and every ring on that ladder is success. All of those things that you've succeeded in, every single one. They're repeatable. If you learned how to walk without a diaper, you've done great things. Now what? Keep on leveling up, but doing it in a very compassionate, loving way. I think it's time to put more of that into the world, add more what you want into the world. If you want more kindness, give more kindness. The world has enough tools in it for us to use, so we can stop being a tool. That was something that was an 80s kind of thing, it's such a tool. Well, stop being a tool. Stop doing the destructive things that you're doing over and over and over again. If you're going to use the old FML or LOL when it's not really funny, you're sabotaging your own success. But find a way to do it with kindness. You don't need to be mean. It's not necessary. It's not kind.
No.
Yeah, so next.
Go ahead, Richard.
Well, let's talk about, Andrea, you mentioned it earlier. Let's talk about our vocabulary. I was playing poker with a multi-billionaire, and I said, "Hey, what's the difference between you and a poor person?" He said, "The only difference is my vocabulary." And it really hit me, because poor people and rich people talk totally different. And whether that's success in business, life, relationships, the successful people talk differently than the people that fail all the time. And something that you, Annette and Nancy both talked about is the shoulds versus the don'ts. You can should all over yourself, It's the things that you actually do. Like somebody asked me, do I drink? No, I don't drink. So there's no other option. And I think, like we're talking about, is if you want to be successful, you should not be dabbling in stuff that's going to cause you to fail. If I love my bride, I love my wife, she's my best friend. I don't talk to other women because I love my wife and I love my bride, and that's who I am. So I think if we start saying, okay, there's hard stops, we didn't need to make hard stops in our lives. And the thing I found that I'm going to do in 2014, and I started it in 2023, is I say no a lot. And I'm going to say no because the more I say no, the more my life is more valuable it becomes, because time is finite. If it's not God, family and friends, and business, I say no to it almost 100% of the time, because I can't focus on the good things if I'm going to be like the young man said so eloquently, that our distractions are what's keeping us from being successful. So guys, that's what I just wanted to say. Make sure that you're changing your vocabulary, not only in the world, but the things that you say to yourself and the things that you accept, and don't should all over yourself. Do. We are human beings and human doers, not human shoulders.
Absolutely. Adam?
Yeah, well, I want to back off that, like go back onto that. I'm reading a book at the minute. It's called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And I actually don't think, I believe it's one of the most powerful books I've ever read. And I'm still reading it now. And we are all, and I'm going to take a look from it. We are all a seed. And we all know what seeds can do when they get the right stuff, whether it's love, water, sun, it blossoms. And that's what it is. The reason I'm saying that is because we can also be a gardener in our own life. Why I'm saying that as well is because imagine you are moving in a new place. You're going to a one room or you're going to a garden. You've got all these ideas flooding into your head of how you can make that little bit of area fit for you. We'll focus on all that because it's a blank canvas. A garden is, a kitchen is, a living room is, whatever. But we seem to forget to be doing that to ourselves. We are our own blank canvas as well, because we've got so much negativity, because we're always thinking about the negatives and we always seem to forget about the positives. So now it's time to manifest and transform our mindsets through communication as well, through our vocabulary, to actually say, right, let's learn from that negative and into the positives from the power of manifestation. So the question is, what are you going to do? Because I know there's many people that's going to say, oh, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. And my response to that straight away is it you can't, or is it you won't? So what? It's again back to those choice of two. It's always two choices. Let it go. Let it go. Keep moving forward. Learn from the mistakes, learn from the lesson, and move forward. And that's all I can say.
Excellent. Yeah, there are more than two choices. There's a yes and a no, but then there's also side steps, baby steps to get you to grow. And, Richard was talking about, choices. Annette was talking about manifestation. Nancy was talking about manifestation. Nick was talking about, act of kindness. And, one of the things that I've learned is say yes to yourself make sure you don't say yes to others and say no to yourself. because we do that so many times in one. It's, you know, and what I've learned this past year was selfish is actually the most powerful and positive way to live. Again, I'll say that again. Selfish is the most powerful and positive way to live. Goes back to what I said in the beginning of the segment, giving 100%. If I give you 99.9, I'm going to decline because I have to give you my best version of myself. And when we look at and shifting gears of being selfless and going to selfish, that's when we are able to give and take inventory, take assessment, take awareness of our resolutions, our creations, our shortcomings, and our areas of improvement. When was the last time you looked into the mirror and said, what do you want? When was the last time you asked a loved one, a friend, a family member, a coworker, how are you doing? What is your dream? And intentionally and using all 100% attention, listening. Why are we shortchanging ourselves? Why are we always looking to react as opposed to respond? That's the key in mental health. That's the key to success. 9 times out of 10, when I'm connecting with individuals, I barely say a word because I want to listen. I want to empathize. I want to learn. And I want to be part of the solution. Ask yourself today, what do you want? Because truth be told, you and only you are the one who can give that to yourself with full faith, full belief, and full understanding. So I'm going to ask each and every one of you, be honest, be bold, be brave. When was the last time you looked in the mirror, full-fledged mirror, and said, what do you want? We'll start with Nick.
Well, probably not often enough. I think you have to put you can't help others unless you help yourself. And I think it's back to that sort of plain analogy of put your own life jacket on first before someone else's. And I think it's true. We have to. If we're not in a good place ourselves, then we're not really in a good place to help others. So we have to ultimately put our own well-being and first, and before we can then look at other people's well-being. I got an 8-year-old son, and he lives in Wales, and I live in London. Whenever I speak to him, he always says, "How was your day, Daddy?" And I always think, "Wow, that's really sweet. Thanks for asking, son." And I think it's always I mean, it shows that obviously taking interest in a little question can make a difference. But do we ask ourselves, how was our day? How's things going? It's all it's all the questions we ask ourselves, as well. Do we reflect and look what we how we're going to change it moving forward. I just want to finish with there's a quote, I can't remember who said it, something like, whether you can or whether you can't, do. I can't remember, I'm paraphrasing a bit, but I think the point is, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, as long as you do something. I think the worst thing is to be sort of caught and paralyzed, not doing anything. So as long as you take some action, whether it's the right decision, the right action, who knows? You're never going to know. But hopefully by taking action, then you're going to be taking a step in the right direction.
Absolutely. Confucius says those who say they can and those who say they can't are both usually right.
I think
so
that's
it's about your
what
belief.
I say.
Yes.
Okay, you've got it correct.
Absolutely, Nick. All right, Richard.
Well, for me, it's every single day. I actually keep this cup on my desk here, and it's an empty cup. And I keep it there to remind myself that if my cup is empty, I cannot pour into anybody else. So I got to make sure that my cup is full So I'm able to pour it into everybody. So if you're watching this, guys, make sure that you fill your cup every day, or else you're going to have nothing to give to anybody else.
Absolutely. Adam?
Honestly, I don't do it often enough, but I actually did it today. And I thought, you know what? It actually brought a tear to my eye. The fact that I don't do it enough, because we all should be doing it every day. I know this holiday season can be a struggle for a lot of people, me included, the fact that I don't have my daughter with me. But I know what I have, because our mindset needs to be shifted. Instead of actually focusing on what we could have, it's what we need to focus is what we have already and how we can better that. Because we can all get better at everything. We all can. But the question is, how are you going to do that? And that's why I'm remaining as positive as it is. All the pain, all the suffering I've got is dimming. It's dimming because I'm living the best life ever. And that is manifestation from me, from what I said back in 2019 when I wanted to end my life, to what I'm doing now. Big, big steps. And now 2024, in fact, 2023 has taught me, move on. That's all it is. Move on and let it go. And now 2024 is going to be absolutely huge, full of prosperity. And I know all of you are going to be part of that. And that's all I can say is because I love you all, and let's keep kicking ass.
Excellent. I'm going to be departing in 3 minutes, all due respect. But Nancy, the floor is yours, my dear.
I did look in the mirror, and I was very kind to myself until I started looking below the neckline. You know, I mean, let's be honest here. If we're going to look at ourselves in the mirror, we've got to look at ourselves in the mirror buck naked. And when we look at those areas, love and accept yourself for every single part of you. I mean, it was the stomach that carried 3 children, the expansiveness of my body that brought me the body that I have, and I'm very grateful for it. And I'm creating great goals that I can see, goals that I can taste. They're so tangible. I'm imagining them and I'm talking about them and I'm telling people about them. And together we are creating great things. We all get these beautiful pictures inside of our heads. Once you've got that vision in your head, start to tell somebody about it. Feel it from your heart. Take the willpower to do it, no matter what it is. There is so much that you can do. Surrounding yourself with good verbiage is very important. The way that you speak to yourself, the way that you speak to others. Good morning, sunshine.
Yeah.
Hello, sweetheart. Is that how you talk to yourself? If you can't start with self, start with others. There's different sides of the coin. And just hear that inner talk. Listen to it. Don't try and change it. Listen to it first.
Mm-hmm.
And then move forward. Yeah, acknowledging where you're at. It's very important. Helps you decide where you want to be. Where you be is where you at. There's the new feel me note.
Yeah.
Excellent. Annette?
Looking in the mirror, I always say to myself, I love you. I don't know. That's what I need. So for me, it's one and the same. And I do that almost on a daily basis. I have done that since I started helping myself with my mental health issues. So yeah, and it's made a world of difference for me. Should I ask myself what I need? I think I'm already doing that. Yeah, I need love. I need to love myself.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Andrea?
Yes. So Adam's gonna reel me after this, but I wanted to say thank you so much for everyone here. I truly am grateful for everything. I'm grateful for your connections. I welcome your connections thereafter. This is a time of transformation. This is a time for resolution. This is a time for creation. And with this journey, all things come to an end. I am going to be stopping by going forward, and I am going to be enrolled in a project that is something I can never believe I would be a part of. So I want to thank each and every one on this panel. I want to thank Richard for being the hero, the victor in my life, for sharing his joy, love, and constant support. Nancy for her reflection of what it means to shine brightly with her smile, to give her spirit a second chance at life, to resound in her ear that you are loved. Annette, I have just met you to bring your spark of joy and warm hugs, that tomorrow brings a brighter future and today is a present. For Nick being so pure, passionate, and completely authentic in the way he creates and presents himself. And finally, not last nor least, my ginger friend, Adam. This journey has been an amazing ride. And as I come to a close, I want to say thank you, everyone. For those of you watching on playback, for those of you watching you now, for those instilling in their heart, feeling lost, confused, isolated, and outcasted. This is not the end. It's the beginning of a beautiful creation and resolution. Make it what it is of your own. Your time is precious, although your time is limited. And without further ado, I bid you all adieu. And thank you for believing and supporting in me as I end my journey. Here, I will stop by with the Mental Health Warriors, for we are warriors that unite, warriors that shine bright. I thank each and every one of you, from my heart to yours. Live life with abundance, live life with good health, for wealth, joyfulness are on the other side. I thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Have a safe holiday season. For you, each and every one of your time is my gift to me of your presence. I welcome the connections and I thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And I'll see you when I see you. Ciao, everyone.
Ciao.
David.
Bye. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah. So, as we wrap this up, all I got to say is thank you, everyone. Again, happy holidays. Whatever you're doing, you are not alone. You're not isolated. Pick up a phone this Christmas. Check in on those loved ones. Check in on your neighbours as well. Ask them if they're okay. If they're giving single word responses, ask them again. Start that conversation. And I love you all. I'll see you in 2024 with the first guest, Nick. It's Nick.
Yes, I look forward
Have
to
a happy holidays, everyone.
Okay, yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Richard, Annette, Adam, take care. Speak
Take
soon.
care.
See you in a bit.